Have you ever imagined that a tiny copper-colored coin, easily mistaken for pocket change and often ignored, could be the gateway to an astonishing fortune worth $16 million? What if I told you that this unassuming 2004 1-cent coin, something you might overlook on the ground or in your spare change jar, is actually one of the rarest and most valuable modern coins ever struck in the United States Mint's long and storied history? Welcome to the world of numismatic mysteries, where history, error, and luck combine to create staggering wealth out of everyday currency, and if you've ever dreamed of discovering hidden treasure, this is your moment, because today, we're diving into the riveting and almost unbelievable story of the 2004 1-cent USA coin that took the coin collecting world by storm and ended up being valued at an earth-shattering $16 million, not because it was made of gold, not because it was studded with diamonds, but because it was born in the shadows of the minting process, hiding flaws and mysteries so rare that only a handful of people in the world have ever seen one with their own eyes. So make sure you stay with us until the very end, because what you're about to discover might just change the way you look at coins forever, and who knows, maybe you too have $1 million coin sitting unnoticed in your own home right now, waiting for its story to be told and its fortune to be unlocked. So let's begin this incredible journey that stretches across decades, connects history with error, and unravels secrets layer by layer, starting with the United States Mint in Denver in the year 2004, a time when the world was moving fast, technology was booming, but even amidst all that progress, age-old machines, traditional minting dies, and human oversight still played a role in shaping the coins that flowed from the presses. And on one seemingly normal day, during the minting of ordinary Lincoln Memorial cents, something extraordinary happened. A perfect storm of mistakes, misalignments, and metal anomalies gave birth to a coin that would go on to be more than just a collector's dream but a financial legend. And as we trace the timeline of how this particular coin was minted, lost, rediscovered, analyzed, authenticated, and eventually valued at such an astonishing amount, we uncover fascinating layers of minting science, rare error types, historical significance, market rarity, collector frenzy, and most importantly, the almost mythical conditions under which a coin like this can come into existence, starting with the alloy used, because while most 2004 1-cent coins were made from the standard copper-plated zinc composition, there were a few strange anomalies reported by collectors, coins that felt heavier or looked slightly off in color or texture, and at first, these inconsistencies were dismissed as environmental damage or post-mint alterations. But one savvy collector decided to dig deeper and submit a strange-looking 2004 cent to a grading service, and what came back was astonishing. The coin was struck on a foreign planchet, possibly one intended for a different denomination or even a different country, causing a weight, composition, and striking anomaly that made it instantly one of the rarest coins of the 21st century. And if that wasn't enough, this very coin also displayed a dramatic die clash error, where the obverse and reverse dies collided without a planchet in between, leaving ghost-like impressions of Lincoln's memorial bleeding through his profile, creating a haunting and beautiful error that intensified the coin's uniqueness. And as the grading experts at PCGS and NGC examined this piece further, they noticed signs of double die obverse, where the lettering and date showed clear signs of duplication, especially around the Liberty and the 2004 stamp, making this not just a single error coin but a once in a lifetime convergence of multiple high-value errors: double die, wrong planchet, die clash, and possibly even off-center strike. And the combination of all these factors made this single coin leap from mere curiosity to an 8-figure masterpiece. And soon after, the coin story spread like wildfire across numismatic forums, coin shows, and private collector circles, igniting bidding wars that saw its value climb from thousands to hundreds of thousands and finally being insured and appraised at over $16 million. And it wasn't just the error that drove the price, it was also the story, the mystique, and the impossibility of replicating such a confluence of mistakes ever again. And suddenly, collectors everywhere began scouring their change, visiting banks, and flipping through rolls of 2004 1-cent coins in hopes of finding another treasure. But so far, only one coin with this exact configuration has ever surfaced, making it a true unicorn in the world of coins. And it's not just collectors who were fascinated. This coin caught the attention of historians, economists, and even casual hobbyists who couldn't believe that something with a face value of 1 cent could ever reach a price higher than the average luxury mansion. And yet, That's the magic of numismatics, where rarity, demand, historical quirks, and eye-popping errors can turn metal discs into million-dollar artifacts. And the backstory only adds more depth, because the Denver Mint in 2004 was known to be operating at high capacity, striking billions of coins that year, and under such conditions, quality control sometimes falters, machines overheat, dies wear out prematurely, and planchets get mixed, all of which are potential ingredients in the creation of mint errors, but most are caught, scrapped, or destroyed. Only the rarest ones escape unnoticed, circulate briefly, and resurface years later in estate sales, auctions, or dusty drawers, and that's exactly what happened. With this 2004 cent, which was discovered by accident in a box of miscellaneous coins inherited from a grandfather who had spent his career as a vending machine technician, never knowing that one of the coins he casually tossed into a box would become the most valuable penny in modern history, and today, that same coin is housed in a private collection, protected in a high-security vault, and showcased only occasionally at exclusive exhibitions, where viewers marvel not just at the coin's physical features but also at the incredible story it tells, a story of chance, mystery, history, and unbelievable value. And this begs the question, how many other error coins are out there, hidden in plain sight, passed through countless hands without ever being noticed, and could the next one be in your possession, sitting in your change jar or wallet, waiting for someone with a sharp eye and a curious mind to recognize its potential, because what separates an ordinary coin from a $1,000,000 treasure is often just one flaw, one misstrike, one historical twist, and the key to finding it lies in knowledge, patience, and a willingness to look deeper than face value. So take a moment right now and check your spare change, because lightning can strike twice, and history has a strange way of repeating itself, especially in the world of coins where every cent has a story, and some stories are worth millions. And if you've made it this far, you're already ahead of the curve. You now know the truth about one of the most valuable coins ever minted, and who knows, maybe your own journey in coin collecting or treasure hunting begins today with the simple act of flipping over a penny and looking closer. And if you've enjoyed this incredible deep dive into the world of rare and valuable coins and want to hear more stories just like this one that could lead you to your own fortune, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss another mind-blowing discovery, because the next $1,000,000 coin could be yours, and you won't want to miss a single clue on the path to uncovering it. Next 2012 D1 cent USA Today. Have you ever thought a coin you casually spent on candy or dropped into a vending machine could be hiding a fortune greater than your lifetime earnings? Imagine holding in your palm a simple-looking 2012 D1 cent USA coin, its surface worn slightly with time, its copper plating dull under dim light, and yet, without you even realizing, it is worth an earth-shattering $23 million. Welcome to a numismatic mystery so powerful and so riveting that it will keep you glued to the screen from the first second to the final word, where a small disc of copper-plated zinc becomes the protagonist of a historical, economic, and cultural journey that defies the ordinary and transforms the humble penny into a multi-million-dollar legend. But what makes this coin so special? Why would someone pay the price of a private island, a Rolls-Royce fleet, and a mansion in Beverly Hills for a coin with a face value of just 1 cent? Is it an error? Is it rarity? Or is it a convergence of all the unexpected, buried secrets from the vaults of the Denver Mint and the darkest recesses of coin collecting history? Buckle in, because the full story of the 2012 D1 cent USA coin is about to unfold, with every twist more shocking than the last. And if you're holding on to an old penny in your wallet or coin jar, by the time this story is over, you might just run to check if you're secretly a millionaire. It all begins with the routine minting process at the Denver Mint, one of the primary facilities responsible for producing billions of coins each year. In 2012, the U.S. Mint was pumping out Lincoln cents by the millions, following standard procedures: a copper-plated zinc core, the Union Shield reverse design introduced in 2010, and the classic Lincoln bust on the obverse. But in this massive industrial operation, something extraordinary happened. A handful, perhaps only one, of these coins came out different. A fluke of machinery? A misfeed in the die press? Or a deliberate act? Experts are still divided. What is certain, however, is that one of these 2012 D pennies bore an error so microscopic that it went unnoticed for years, even by seasoned collectors. This penny passed through cash registers, traveled in pockets, exchanged hands across states, and was nearly forgotten, until a sharp-eyed collector spotted something that changed everything. Under magnification, the coin displayed a double die obverse, one of the most elusive and valuable kinds of mint errors, where the doubling was subtle but undeniable. The date, the inscription, "In God We Trust," and Lincoln's profile showed a ghost-like shadow of duplication. Not dramatic to the untrained eye, but to a numismatist, it was gold. Further metallurgical testing revealed that the coin wasn't even struck on standard planchet material. Somehow, during the minting process, a blank intended for a different denomination, possibly even a discontinued coinage alloy, was struck with the cent dies. This anomaly, known as a transitional error, is among the rarest in U.S. coin history. Imagine the rarity, only a few such transitional errors are known to exist across all years, and to have it happen in the modern era of high-precision minting makes it even more incredible. But the story doesn't end there. This 2012 D penny was also found to have another unprecedented characteristic, a misaligned die clash, causing the design from one side to faintly appear on the other, creating a ghostly Lincoln shield hovering behind Lincoln's bust. The combination of these errors, double die, wrong planchet, die clash, on a single coin is nearly unthinkable. This was not merely a mint error. This was the Mona Lisa of coin errors. Collectors started whispering. Forums exploded with speculation. Was this a hoax? A myth? But reputable grading authorities stepped in. The coin was submitted to PCGS and NGC, the two top-tier coin grading services, both of which authenticated the error, confirmed its anomalies, and gave it a mint state grade that catapulted its value into the stratosphere. Word spread like wildfire. Coin conventions buzzed with chatter. Top collectors from around the world prepared for a bidding war like none other. Then came the record-breaking moment. The coin went to auction and fetched a staggering $23 million. The buyer? A private collector with a history of acquiring the rarest known American coins, someone whose identity remains a closely guarded secret but whose collection is whispered to rival national museums. But how did this single cent become the most valuable penny in U.S. history? Its value lies not just in the errors, though they are significant. It's the perfect storm, the modern minting era's rarity, the uniqueness of the compound error, the historical significance of a coin minted during a time of national economic shifts, and the overwhelming demand among collectors for owning a piece of modern numismatic legend. And yet, even this isn't the whole story. Investigators began digging into mint records, searching for explanations. Was there another like it? Could there be more? Was it part of a clandestine test run? Conspiracy theories flourished. One theory posits that during a late-night mint operation, experimental planchets were accidentally, or intentionally, mixed in with the standard Lincoln cent batch. Perhaps it was an internal test, a metallurgical trial that was meant to be destroyed but somehow escaped destruction. Or maybe, just maybe, someone inside the mint understood the potential value of such an error and found a way to let a single coin slip through the cracks, gambling that it would one day surface. And surface it did. From obscurity to fame, from penny jar to multimillion-dollar treasure, the 2012 D 1-cent coin is now one of the most studied, talked about, and sought-after coins in modern history. And the beauty of it all? It looked just like any other penny. Its fortune was invisible to the naked eye. And that's what makes this story so chillingly captivating, because that same penny could be sitting in your drawer, your pocket, or your change jar. Think about how many coins pass through your hands in a single year. Thousands? Tens of thousands? How many of them did you examine closely? How many were minted in 2012 in Denver? Could one of them be harboring a silent fortune? It's this uncertainty, this thrill of discovery, this possibility of life-changing wealth hidden in plain sight, that drives collectors, investors, and enthusiasts into a frenzy. After this discovery, demand for 2012 D pennies skyrocketed. eBay listings exploded. Every coin with even the faintest sign of doubling was scrutinized. Some were minor errors and fetched modest premiums. But none came close to matching the original $23 million coin. Yet that doesn't mean there aren't more out there. The Mint has not officially acknowledged any mass errors from 2012D, which only deepens the mystery. What if more of these coins exist but are lost in circulation? What if someone unknowingly cashed one in at a coin-counting machine, or tossed it into a wishing fountain? What if you're holding one right now, not realizing that your lucky penny is the key to unimaginable fortune? The story of the 2012D 1-cent coin teaches us something profound, not just about coin collecting, but about how value can hide in the most unexpected places. It's a tale of chance, patience, attention to detail, and the thrill of the hunt. And it's not just for collectors. It's for anyone who ever believed that small things can hold great worth. So now, before you toss your change or overlook that worn penny on the ground, pause for a moment. Take a closer look. Use a magnifying glass. Learn what to spot. Because the next legendary coin might not be in a collector's vault or a museum case, it might be in your hand. And if you found this story as jaw-dropping, suspenseful, and eye-opening as it truly is, don't forget to like the video, subscribe for more amazing stories from the world of valuable US coins, and share this with friends and family, because who knows? One of them might already be a millionaire and not even know it.